Hey everybody, welcome to the Platform Analytics Quick Hit. My name is John Karras. I'm a product manager here with QuickBase. I've been with the company for about 3 years, been in various different roles in customer success, analytics, and I'm super excited today to talk to you about a feature that we've built called Platform Analytics. So in today's Quick Hit, here are the 3 key takeaways that I hope everyone can leave with. Number 1, I think you're going to be able to understand that Platform Analytics provides realm and account admins visibility into key usage metrics in one concise and trusted location. Number 2, there's a variety of questions that this feature is going to help solve, whether it's contractual usage, app adoption trends, users who are most active in your ecosystem, and many other usage areas. And then the last thing I want you to take away is where the future of Platform Analytics is headed, and how we're going to be providing deeper visibility to realm and account admins and extending visibility to a new audience like app admins. Here are the 5 sections of today's Quick Hit. I'll take you through a summary. We're going to jump right in and go to the demo. I know everybody gets excited about that. We'll come back and take you through, hey, what are the metrics that are included? What are some of the functionality, a deeper dive, and hey, what's next on the roadmap for this great feature? So let's jump into it. Platform Analytics summary. So this slide really represents everything that is QuickBase, our product and our offering. We have services at the top, and we have a no-code operational agility platform. That's kind of what we are. And in the middle here, you'll see 4 key areas: our connections, insights, creator, and governance pillars. All of these combine with the foundational technology underneath, our database and our pipelines aspect, to ultimately deliver the QuickBase experience. And today's aspect, what we're talking about, our Platform Analytics feature, this rolls into our governance pillar. So we just added on this slide, and you can kind of see, and I think you'll be able to see through our demo, really where we're heading with this feature and why it's so valuable for governance. The way we like to think about it, and I'm hoping that everybody else will be able to understand, is this is going to be a tool for you to efficiently govern and understand your entire QuickBase ecosystem. You're going to be able to see overall level trends, overall level summaries. You're going to be able to see granular level investigations and understandings of apps and users and connections driving activity. You're also going to be able to see trends over time to see, hey, how did that thing change from last month to this month, and things like that. This is a quick overview as well on more specifically who this is targeted for and what customers. So Platform Analytics is really built for realm admins, account admins, and IT owners, and the folks that are responsible for governing that innovation ecosystem that is QuickBase. All of our customers on new plans, this is anybody with read entitlements, they are going to be the ones that receive this feature. As your contract renews and you're hitting your renewal date, you will start getting transitioned to some of the new plans. And as soon as you do, you'll get this feature. The value provided here is really quite simple. We want you to see and understand from an admin perspective all the value that your end users are experiencing. That's kind of the goal here, and we really are hoping that you're going to love it. One of the customers that we worked with, Brian, from a major telecom provider, he actually gave us this great quote, and we wanted to share it with you. You know, he said he sees tremendous value and potential in Platform Analytics. He's really excited to present this to his customer service and operations leadership team, because they're a group that's hyper-focused on adoption and utilization trends of applications. He said this team's off to a great start on this feature. It's going to be able to use it and showcase and to deliver value in his next ops review. I was really excited by getting this quote from Brian. We worked with him a lot in terms of building our feature and some of our customers. There was a lot of customers involved, and I think this really portrays kind of how customers can use this feature in their day-to-day life with their leadership team, especially as you're thinking about getting QuickBase more involved at your company. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into a demo. Enough slides. I want to show everybody kind of what we got and where we're at. So I am going to transition into a demo now. So here we are in one of our demo realms. this is where platform analytics is. It lives in your admin console. We have a overview page here that we recently launched. Actually, end of April, April 27th was our GA date of the overview page. That's what this page is here. You get 8 tiles with different metrics on each. You can see we have multiple different styles, number style tiles, and gauge style tiles. The gauge style tiles represent contract metrics, so ones that you're related to in your contract. The number style tiles represent things that are not affiliated to your contract and really are just valuable usage metrics. There's some really great functionality in here. Obviously, we have a lot of space to build and create more metrics or kind of deliver net new things for you. And a really great thing that we have now is an ability to see what that metric is. There's a lot of new terms on here: reads, and user reads, integration reads, daily app users. We want to make sure our admins are able to quickly understand what they mean. So we have a really nice way for you to understand that. Additionally, you can see multicolored gauges. You can see how much is left and remaining in your things that are contractual obligations. So you can see this customer, their days in this demo that we have, the days into contract period, we're about 134 days in with 234 left. We have a lot of usage on the integration read side in this account, and you can see that portrayed by adding these two up as well when we look at the total read metric tile. I'll get more into that and kind of more into what each of these metrics are when we get back to our slides. So this is the overview page that we launched into GA that all of our new plan customers are going to be receiving. And another functionality which I'm also super excited about is our drill down page. We have a beta version available for our daily app users metric. So let's go ahead and click that now and see what we get into. So as this page is loading, there's a couple different sections. Up top, we have our filters, which you can see. And we also have the metric tab, the metric tab to showcase that you're on the daily app user metric. In the middle, we have a chart, and below we have a table showcasing different information. I'm going to go ahead and increase the visibility of it so that you guys can all see pretty clearly. But I get super excited when I check out this area because it really is a great way to understand what's happening in your app ecosystem that is QuickBase. The first area that I want to talk about is the chart. In here, you're going to get aggregated trends of each metric. So we can see that we have a ton of different apps in here in our data details report. Everything gets summed up and showcased in one concise view. By default, we are showing you, as you see here, 30 days of activity. You can actually extend this out to go, however long you want, and you'll see that our numbers up here and our dates dynamically adjust. And along with those dates dynamically adjusting, you get all your information below dynamically adjusting too. Another thing that's really great is you can quickly slide this if you want to keep that consistent time frame as you're doing your analysis. And another aspect would be, hey, how can we see a specific app, right? We probably it looks like we had a pretty active app partner summit as we work with many of our partners. We can see that we had 38 users in here on April 2nd as it was getting built probably at the end of March. When we launched it and we started getting usage, probably about 39 different users back on April 8th as well. And you can see different trends over time. Not only can you see just your apps, you can actually pop in here and see different users. So you can see all these different users. If we scroll down, you can see a ton of different people. Many of you will probably be familiar with some of these folks like Kirk, who's been a long-time QuickBase expert. I'm sure he's helped many of you. And you can even come in here and see kind of what I call the ultimate drill down of each user in each app. So we can see that Lee has been pretty active in the activity tracking app, right? Going in there every single day. He may be having some automation run or a script or a pipeline running in his name to help contribute to say, hey, that activity is being attributed to him. So as you're looking at this page, right, you're going to be able to understand what are trends over time of my app ecosystem and innovation ecosystem overall. you're going to be able to understand, like we looked at with the Partner Summit app, hey, what is that app adoption trend and where did that pivot point come when we launched it, and what did it look like maybe those first 2-3 weeks in launch. And you're also going to be able to see, key contractual metrics. Daily app users is really the first example we have on this page. We're going to have other metrics like user reads, integration reads available for you to analyze and flexibly check out to understand where that activity is coming from. All to kind of harp on, hey, here's the most valuable aspects of your QuickBase ecosystem as it relates to usage. I'm going to wrap up here in terms of the demo, and I'm also going to pivot back to our slides now as we finish out through the other 3 sections. The last 3 areas are focused on a little bit more detail on what's in here and what's next. So let's talk about what metrics are included. We have 4 newer metrics for you to start to understand: daily app users, total reads, integration reads, and user reads. The second, third, and fourth ones are related to read activities. And for customers on our new plans, we want to be able to showcase the usage and the value that our customers are doing. And all of these activities and measures relate to, hey, how much are users looking at data in our system? Okay, how often are integrations looking at data in your QuickBase ecosystem? So those are what those 2 measures are, with total reads being a simple aggregation of both of them. The daily app users is another great metric to understand, hey, what are the number of users in each app each day and summed up. So if I went into 5 apps today and my friend Susie went into 10 apps today, that would actually count as 15 total daily app users. So when we were looking on our chart, we were able to see the measure of daily app usage, which is an exciting way to kind of trend out app and usage all in one concise metric. The other 4 at the bottom, days of the contract period, users with access, file attachment space, app space, those are what our customers are mostly familiar with. They've probably seen those before, especially the users with access one. So you can kind of get a sense that in one concise place, you have almost everything you need as a jumping off point to look at value and usage metrics. As we touched on in our demo, there are gauge style tiles, which represent something you have a limit on. And there are number style tiles, which automatically, we automatically check your contract to make sure, hey, this is something that's not tied to other contract or something that is. So a super easy, concise way for you to administer your ecosystem. Now you learned about the metrics. Let's talk a little bit more deeply about some of the functionality and use cases. So on our overview page, this is the aspect that just went GA. First of all, this is where you find it, right? We have a platform analytics tab in the app. Sorry, you have a platform analytics tab in the admin console. Brand new there for you to see for anybody on our new plans. As I mentioned, you have some easy to read visuals of contract entitlements, and you have some new metrics with a nice, simple way for you to quickly understand what those definitions are. For the metrics that we have drill downs for, right? Those top 4 we're working on the drill down page. This is where you're going to be able to see what those drill downs look like. When you get to that drill down page, here are some of the key functionalities. Now the UI may be tweaked as we're working on it, but this is really kind of the summary of where we're at. You got your filters up top. You have an interactive trend chart and timeline as we displayed. And by default, you're going to be able to see trends across all your apps and all your users. Also, you can group things differently. Instead of seeing something by an app, you can group it to see it by user or app user. And that's a really quick summary there. We also took you through clicking on an app and seeing that app specific trend. So you can see we clicked on the application analysis tool. We check it off right here. And now you can see the specific figures related to that one app. There's another use case too that you can do, which is exploratory analysis. Hey, say you want to compare a couple different apps and see how they're trending against each other. We selected, as you'll see here, our application analysis tool and our Textron burnup app. you can see some spiky usage of the application analysis tool with relatively consistent usage by the Textron Burnup app. Multiple lines, easy to read, to help you kind of understand that in a super easy, concise way. And the last thing that we have is what I like to call targeted analysis. So if you know exactly what apps you want to drill into, you can filter them right up top, right? You can filter for apps. You can also filter for specific users. And that's going to kind of trim out everything else except for those two apps in this scenario. Now we can see that this app has just your FXO sync, HR, and your HR app. And now we're going to have our trend line reflect only those two apps in aggregation. Now that you have a little bit of an understanding of the functionality and the use cases, let's talk about kind of where our product team is headed next with this feature. So there's 3 areas that I'd like you all to be aware of. The first one is getting that drill down page and progressing it to general availability. I think there's a lot of excitement for that area, and we're super excited about the overview page combined with the drill down page and kind of what our customers are going to be able to do. After that, we also want to get down to the transaction level visibility. So we are working on API-based ways and UI-based ways to see individual transactions. This is going to be super exciting for customers that want to take this data and extract it and put it somewhere else, right? Maybe they want to send it to another QuickBase app to tie in other information in their ecosystem. So this is going to be another way to really freely let our customers access the data that we're creating this first curated experience. The last layer is really focused on, hey, it's been great to build platform analytics for our realm admins and account admins, but hey, how can we get some of this stuff out there for app admins and builders? That's really where this last and third tier is focused. And I have some super exciting kind of screenshots and prototypes that I want to show you in terms of where we are heading with app analytics. You know, the goal here, we actually did a global workshop with several of our customers who helped us get to the platform analytics point we are today. And our goal with the app analytics experience is to provide app admins and builders visibility into their connections and usage of each app. So you can kind of see how this builds on the platform analytics experience. And over here, we have a really nice mock-up that one of our UX designers, Brianna, worked on, really showcasing in this first aspect, connectivity. So as it relates to usage and connections, right, we heard our customers say they want to have better insight into what are the connections in and out of each app. You can see maybe QB sync activity or pipeline or cross-app relationships, right? And this is a good way and maybe a visual way for customers to understand what that ecosystem has connected to each other. You might be able to filter, for example, by connection type and see just your sync activity. And then maybe when you click on one of those connections, right, you can see who that source owner is, maybe what some of those connected fields are, when it was last triggered, things like that. I get super excited seeing stuff like this. It's been a real pleasure to kind of work on and get these prototypes out there. And I'm excited kind of where we're heading with our platform analytics feature and getting our customers usage information about all the great innovation going on in your ecosystem. So with that, I want to kind of leave you with I want to recap the 3 key takeaways. Platform Analytics provides realm and account admins visibility into key usage metrics in one concise location. This feature also solves questions related to contractual usage, app adoption trends, as you saw in our demo, users who are the most active, right? You can kind of go to that user tab and see that, and many other usage questions that you might have. And the last part is focusing on the future. I think you got a sneak peek of where we're heading for deeper visibility with the drill down page and API-based and UI-based ways to access transaction level activity, and then also extending visibility to our app admins with similar information. So I hope you liked it. We're looking forward to your feedback. Please feel free to get in touch with me. Please feel free to get in touch with me via Slack at our Empower. Also reach out to any of your account teams with feedback. And thank you.